All right, next topic. We got Kyrie Irving. He speaks on the drama with the Nets and his whole situation. Man, that team probably is one of the top 5 best teams of all time to never win a championship. Maybe top 3, maybe top 1, because they was literally walking through everybody. The Boston Celtics team that they played the next year when they got swept, they dog walked them. James Harden was dishing that shit. That shit was fire. Then they played Milwaukee. That's the game that Kevin Durant stepped on the line. The first 2 games, they was beating them by 30 points. And then Giannis, we don't know if it's dirty or not, but that shit looked dirty. Kyrie was shooting a layup. Giannis went under him. Kyrie rolled his ankle. If his foot never stepped on that line, Giannis probably don't even have a championship right now. He probably would be demanding the trade out of Milwaukee right now if KD never stepped on that line, because he would be 0 right now. That changed so much shit in the history of basketball going forward, because they was looking unstoppable. But let's talk about Kyrie. Let's get to Kyrie. What Kyrie saying? Kyrie had some things to say about Kevin Durant's comments on the Mind the Game podcast with LeBron James. About their commitment levels when they went to Brooklyn. Talk to him, Kyrie.
Around the guys that were committed to the situation, I felt like we were committed, but everybody else wasn't. It just was weird.
This was the part where I honestly looked at it and I was like, when he said this, emotionally, I was like, okay.
And that's when you got to take the emotions out of it, Kyrie. We understand that you wanted to be your own man and you wanted to do what you want to do when all that COVID-19 shit was happening. But you can't really knock KD, because what he said was facts. Everybody was committed to it and you wasn't, unfortunately. And we don't want to say you bad or evil person for not taking a vaccine, but technically KD's right here. Everybody else put their pride to the side, their traditions or whatever they had going on to the side, and said, we're going to take the vaccine, we're going to do this for everybody, and we're going to stick together. You didn't. And that is called commitment. Your commitment level wasn't at the same level as James Harden and KD. James Harden was joking, talking about, oh, I'm going to make Kyrie take that vaccine myself. They needed you. As a man, we got to respect your decisions, but you didn't want to take that vaccine.
We're all committed to the goal at the end of the day, but sometimes not everybody's going to follow what you want them to do.
That's facts.
I wish I had my soundboard for this, but not everybody's going to do what you want them to do. And I've had to accept that as a human being and as a leader. Not everybody's going to do what you want them to do. Not everybody's going to be committed the way you want them to be committed.
That's facts. We're not knocking you, Kyrie, but the statement still stands. The statement still stands. A lot of people probably went against what they really wanted to do for that situation and that team. You didn't. That's still the level of commitment that you didn't provide. You got your reasons, and we respect that as a man, but Kyrie, come on, man. You can't knock what KD said.
Right? And it's not like K is asking me for this, but it's like, I asked for this commitment before I committed to Brooklyn from him, which was a beautiful thing. I'm like, yo, let's commit to this thing. We could build up Brooklyn. We could really put Brooklyn on the map. Nobody's really thinking about Brooklyn. But when he said that, I'm like, bro, Steve wasn't even in the play yet.
You did ask him to do that, Kyrie. You ain't addressing the real shit, though. He did. You asked him for that commitment. He gave you that commitment. He went all in. Every single step. James Harden wanted to come. He locked in. Steve Nash, he locked in. He locked in. The COVID came around, he locked in. Fuck it, we taking the COVID vaccine. We got to make this work, Kyrie. I'm going to do everything to make this work, Kyrie. KD, that's what KD's saying to Kyrie. I'm doing everything to make this work. I'm going to take the vaccine. I'm going to learn to play with James Harden. I'm going to learn to play with you. I'm going to learn to play with Steve Nash. I'm going to do everything in my power to make this work. You didn't. You got your reasons, but you can't shit on a man for saying the truth. And then we get to this part. This is another part I wanted to talk about.
The land.
Kyrie talking about the James Harden trade. Listen, Kyrie, you got to take some of the blame for this too. James Harden would have never left if you was all in and he was all in, and you took the vaccine and y'all was able to build something. You was part of the reason why he left. Maybe it was more about them not giving him the money that he wanted, or he didn't see the commitment level from everybody else on the team. But Kyrie, You gotta take some of this blame.
Landscape of where Ben was at, right? I don't think we knew where Ben was at. So when that trade happened, it shocked a lot of people. It shocked me. I was talking to James one day. I'm like, shit, bro, we about to go with these championships. And it was like a day later, asked for a trade. I was like, oh.
How you gonna talk to James about going to win a championship and you can't play? How are you shocked, Kyrie? Kyrie, how are you shocked? How are you telling the man that we're about to go win these championships one day and then the next day he asked for a trade? Wasn't you not playing because you didn't take the vaccine? We respect that you didn't take the vaccine. But how can you be shocked in any type of way that the man was going to demand a trade if he don't have one of his number one ace scorers next to him to help finish the mission? Imagine somebody at your job, they suspended and they come into work and they say, "Oh man, we gonna really get this money. We gonna really get this money. We gonna get all the raises and all the commission because we really about to get this money." Bro, you can't even participate in none of this. You haven't met all the requirements to even participate. And you in my ear, you basically annoying the fuck out of me. Cause you can't do shit for me and you in my ear talk about we win the championships. How? You're not committed the way I'm committed. I took that vaccine. That probably was against me, against my whatever you want to call it. That probably was against me as a man, my thoughts. But I still took that vaccine because I'm committed to this. Everybody else in here is committed to this. We took that vaccine. We put it on the line. You didn't want to make that commitment, and that's okay for you as a man to make that decision. But don't be in my ear talk about, oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, when you ain't committed the way I am committed. You ain't doing whatever it takes the way I'm doing whatever it takes. What you shocked about?
Shoot. Okay. Shit like that now. Okay, I can't be mad. I'm not gonna ever be mad.
You can't be mad.
Doing what's best for them. Right? And shout out to James. Right? And I've had my conversation with James and I told him, I said, bro, I understood completely.
You gotta understand.
Man, I understood. Like, you're in the middle of the season, you're unsure about what I got going on, you know, you don't know what the next portion of your career is gonna look like. The landscape of where.
Exactly. I'm not gonna put my career on the balance for y'all niggas, bro. I'm not putting my career in the balance for y'all niggas when you can't give me an answer yes or no. We don't know if this vaccine mandate gonna get lifted, yes or no. I'm not putting my shit on the line for y'all. No. I gotta go get the money and try to win the championship. I need to win the championship. And if y'all not committed way I'm committed, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So Kyrie, we understand, my boy. Uncle Drew, best handles in the league. Top 5 most skill ever. Pound for pound, maybe the most skill ever. Either hand, left-handed floater game winners over Jokic. Sidestep game 7, 2016 3-1 comeback shot. We know your bag. We know your resume. We know your body. But you was unreliable at that time. You better now. You much more of a leader. Luka Doncic, everybody can speak to that. But at that time, my boy, we're not putting it in the balance for you. We're not putting our career in the balance for you. So KD and James Harden had to get the fuck up out of there. We respect your decisions as a man, but Kyrie, you can't be surprised at all about how anything went down when you, the linchpin, the person who told everybody else, let's go to Brooklyn. That person who led the charge to go there isn't doing everything it takes to be on the floor. The whole shit falls. You the foundation of everything that happened in Brooklyn. And when you broke, everybody else broke. You can't be surprised at all, man. James Harden, he had to do what he had to do. KD, he was the next one out. He had to get up out of there, man. And Brooklyn, what could have been in Brooklyn, boy? Because y'all was so fucking nice. So nice. If y'all would have stayed healthy and been together for a couple of years, y'all probably would have got a championship. Probably two. Kyrie, I like the growth, but I don't hear a lot of personal accountability in this. That's the end of this topic, and that's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.